Let's see. What's up, everyone? Let's let the room load a little bit. What's up, cousin Paula? Spokesman, how are you? Health, wealth, sassy. Heidi, good morning. How are you? Bambi, good morning. Thank you, thank you. It's very fitting for those rugrats over there who act fucking stupid. I'm gonna drop the link if anyone wants to come up. Um, but give me 2 seconds. I'm just getting home. I'm going to run downstairs really quick and I shall return in a few minutes. Okay, let's see. Hey, Nanny, how are you? I'm so. Hey, Amzy, how are you? Sarah motherfucking Z. I am so tired. Uh, Last night was a long one. What up, sweet potato? Last night was a long one. Y'all know I don't normally do that stuff. I went to sleep when I'm normally getting up. Let's see. Here, Jen is over there acting a plum dump fool as usual. Um, let's listen to a little bit of what that dumb fuck is talking about. Let me see. Hey, Tina Marina, how are you? Hope you are doing well.
And like Amzi, I haven't talked to him. I said, do you want to hear the proof with your ears? I said, do you know a Cassie? He said, no. February 21st, I said, you're a liar. Serious, you need help because you are every bit
see
as
what she's talking about for a little bit.
Stay the
I think we're gonna talk about I tried to help you, you're
a snake. He said, I don't want your help. I'm better off without you. Leave me alone. He said, kill yourself so your friends will be happy finally. I said, blessed be. I said, one day you're going to say that to someone and they may do it. Then there's a picture of Sly. I said, ew, that's Sly. And she effing talks shit on me. February 22nd.
What up, Payne?
February 22nd, leave Jules alone, Jen. She's not well. Right now, you're a bully. I said, I want you and Jules to leave me alone, Dudley. Between the both of you, I've been down in a bad way. You told me years ago you were a good friend, and you took advantage of me and my mental health. You and Jules did.
This is a stupid bitch.
February 24th, you're welcome. Keep talking. Your mods, they can't come here. Your channel will be gone. Word keeper strong. February 24th. You know what? I blocked William. I said, why? What happened, Dudley? I'll tell you later. I'm laying back down a bit. Anyways, I'm done arguing with you. You have too many junkies attacking you. I don't want to be a part of that. Just don't attack me. I'm talking to Amcy.
Adore says, you're staying on track, Jen. Don't get upset. You're just realizing who people truly are, not friends at all. Adore, how would you know if she's staying on track? That is the funny part.
February 24th, I said, thank you. I appreciate it.
I am willing to bet Jen. Hey, sweets, how are you? I am willing to bet Jen is in Jules's Discord. $20.
Noelle is stealing Keith from Kira. I said, I'm sorry as well. Can we be friends again if you don't F me over? I said, I won't. He said, how's life? I'm live. I said, I'm good. Are you setting me up? He said, how? I literally took all my posts down. How can I set you up with what exactly? February 24th. Hey ho, what are you doing? I said, sorry, I just saw this. Are you live still? He said, AC's here bitching at Keith for blocking him in your chat. I said, would you like for me to address him? He said, yes, I have your back. I said, I don't tolerate people who treat my mods like shit.
What up, Gypsy?
Again, me and you. He said, did AC help someone who actually was a PEDO? February 25th. Are you okay? I defended you tonight. I'm sorry. It was an accident. I just deleted it. I said, it's okay. I love my video and Amcy did OnlyFans. So what's wrong? Actually, please show it again. No one super chats me, so I have the right to do Instagram and tell people it's
Silent Watcher. Who you talking about?
When she needs it, which was why I was going to do OnlyFans. And he said that he could help me with Brittany to set it up.
What up, Kendra? What up, Pippi?
Nothing romantic. He said, love you. I'm sorry. Please come back. I said, are you messing with me? He said, how could I? What would I get out of it? I'm not for real. If anyone's saying that he's wrong, I don't get anything out of messing with you. Trust me, for once, someone's lying saying I'm messing with you. I said, messing how? Yeah, just like Jamie did.
Like, this is crazy that she's live this much. Oh yeah, Jen, she's not tired
I said,
of it.
because since my breakdown and Johnny Mac, you and I pretty much stuck together. I know she did.
Yeah.
Fake paperwork and stuff.
And she's sitting over here saying Deadly
lying.
Screwed her over yesterday when he read, I guess, her kids' reports. But you read all his messages yesterday, and I don't understand why you think he didn't have a right to play something back to get you. So, I mean, you kind of, once again, Jen, you create these problems, and then you pretend like you don't know what you're talking about. I'm just going to listen to her for like a few more minutes, and then I think we're going to go over Jules.
Delete everything. I said, I'm proud of you. Kira hated it when I told her we talked. He said, Kira's trash. She's gone. I don't want to hear about her. I said, I understand. I'm on the replay in 10, beginning of your life. He said, I don't want Kira. I want my peace. I said, and you deserve it. She was literally making me crazy, making me have panic attacks. He said, I miss talking to you for real. It hurt me when you said I made a mistake being on panel. I said, me too, for real. I'm not effing with you. I said, I'm coming in as Brad Pitt. That was one of my accounts. He said, I kicked AC down and literally told William and Lauren to shut the F up. I said, I'm messing with William. See you in there. Thanks. I'll be in soon. He said, okay. I said, I'm also Black China Deadly. I'm coming in again. He said, I know who you are. Keep going. I said, what happened? I'm on the replay and it ended. Did you get mass reports for sniping? He said, I don't know. I'll see. I said, check your messages. Does it say you got a strike? I said, no doubt they reported you. He said, now I'm going to be worse, going live for my backup. I said, wait, you're struck? I said, it didn't show a name. They probably mass reported you. He said, I'm live on my backup. I'm back up. I said, what's the channel called? And he sent me the link to it. I said, what happened? I was on replay. Are you okay? He said, why wouldn't I be? February 25th. I said, so William came in my life running his mouth. I know he's your friend. Please know that people see change in you, not him. And again, not trying to insert into cause friendship, into y'all's friendship. Do not listen to what people tell you. You're smart and funny. Don't lose that. People miss you and I on panel. Call me when you want. February 25th, tell AMZ to unblock me. I said, I think I'm missed too. I said, I had to message Pee. He said, no, I see you. I talked to AMZ. I'm fine with her. I said, I was on panel. When I dropped down, I noticed comments weren't going through. Does she have a rogue mod? He said, NIG Rochelle struck me for calling her a Jew bear. I said, wow, I'm literally hidden. I said something and left and came back in. He said, what's your issue with me and William, specifically William? I said, can I call? He said, yeah. Then I sent a picture with my, it was just that. Because I just got my hair cut. I said, I got my hair cut. What'd you think? He said, nice. LOL, are you coming into my chat later? Also, Jules paints her hair with Kool-Aid. I said, I'll definitely be there. I said, did you know I can fit in kids' shoes? I wear 7.5, but in kids' shoes, I wear 5.5. So weird. Send the link to your channel when you go. He said, okay. February 25th, I said, are you live? He said, yes. Did you get notifications? I said, no. Can I have the link to your channel? He sent it to me again.
All right, that's enough of
Then
her.
I had a picture.
This is weird
It's
shit.
of William.
Let's play that dummy.
PP made him.
All right, Jen, it's enough of you today. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. I think let's go over this one.
Everything, the bottom of the barrel, calling me out of my name. To fall with lies. You know what's really funny is
What up,
I am
Cooch?
literally scouring all of my DMs from top to bottom, going past 200.
What up, Berlinetta?
Still nothing other than what I have said. But you know what I did find?
At the gym.
Now we have dumbass George. Oh, hold on, by the way. Hello, Precious Rose and Addie and Coffee and Celia and Tracy and Rabbit and Amanda, and we're good. Hey, is that 7 or is that more than 7? So, and apparently KK is still calling my subscribers slobs.
I think that's
Can somebody
accurate.
please ask me why we are attacking my subscribers? Apparently, we're not supposed to talk shit about subscribers, right?
Because your subs talk shit about everybody else. Remember, you're the one who was like, oh yeah, this was a sub, not even a problematic sub. They looked and they found out what concert Kendra's daughter was at last night, but they're not problematic. No, bitch, that is a problematic sub, and you should have got rid of them.
But I have subscribers that are in my chat that are getting called slobs for being here
That's a nice word.
by the really mature women of this community. Anyhow, I will be damned if I'm going to let this lie perpetuate, because this is the type of lie that George perpetuated in court. And now if you see what George is putting on his page, that's why we're not going to do this. We're going to talk about this every single day until there's proof. And that's just how it is. Every single day until proof comes out. Because you know what? Are you seeing? Hold on a minute. Somebody just messaged me something. Oh, thank you.
Jules is scared the truth is going to come out.
Because I'm not going to be lied on. So Cindy says, this is about me. I'm involved. Guess what? I'm involved too. I have people calling me bottom of the barrel, calling me out of my name. I have Miss Manda saying that she's going to come to Chicago. All based on something that you are not willing to provide proof for. And I have definitely done my due diligence to see where this could possibly have come from. And it's funny because people want me to take accountability. How am I supposed to take accountability for something I don't know? But this also involves me now, and it involves my name. And I'll be damned if dumbass George is going to take this and run with it. So George posted, Jules, you keep finding yourself in this same position. You have a history of passing out people's nudes. You sent me Sparkle's nudes before. He said that was in the restraining order.
Gargamel, was you around then? Oh, thank you, Daddy. Was you around then for all this kind of stuff? I don't know. I always shut up. But were you around at that time?
a history of sending out people's nudes. So this is just something to create a bigger narrative. And I will be damned if this is going to happen. We're going to take this as far as we need to. I am going to go look up all of the videos from way back in the day, and we're going to watch every single one.
So, Jules, when you said I put that in that restraining order, you really did. And but I wasn't lying. So therefore, you said that I was lying on the restraining order, but then you just proved that I was telling the truth about you. You do this stuff. Weirdo.
Until the proof is given. And like I said, I'll eat crow if I have to. If this is something that I find in my phone as well, I will eat crow. But I will be damned if you're going to call me out of my name and talk shit about me without providing proof. Also, I see that somebody else now has come forward saying that I gave it to them for safekeeping. I pay $9.99 a month for extra Google storage on my phone, and I have 3 extra external drives. Hey, Miss Lisa. And I have all the storage on my computer. Can you please tell me why I would need to send something to somebody for safekeeping? So it's funny. So for kicks, I went through Miss Nikki and I's DMs because I'm just like, what? You know, is she trying to twist something right? But you know what I did find? Do you know what I did find? Hold on, let me see if we can find a song for this.
Oh boy.
Let me see if I can find a song for this. It's fun. Yeah, I don't know how that goes though. But anyway, the truth shall set you free. So I had sent a screenshot of an email between myself and the detective that was working on the Glenwood case. Now, you guys are all saying that I was a CI and I turned him in to stay out of trouble, right? Right? So why would the officer be considering calling me a victim? I said, I kind of feel like you guys aren't even going to pursue this after all I went through, telling strangers private details, all for nothing. Because if you do remember, I tried to take my own life October 9th, 2016, because of all of this. It was a big deal. And now I
don't understand why they glorify that shit. Why is everything about that to them? When something happens, that's exactly what they run with. And that's how you know, Jules, you play with that kind of stuff. January 9th was a hoax. It was just a joke. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
7th, 2017 and nothing. And his response is, the case is ongoing. Remember, you weren't the only victim in this case. I am working with 2 others. And just last week was able to get permission from her attorney to talk to her. So yes, we are pursuing it. However, there were a lot of bumps in the roads that were preventing us from going after him the way we originally wanted. Isn't that interesting? Just like I had told everybody. I apologize. This isn't going as fast as hoped. However, it will come to a resolution. Does that show me being his co-conspirator? Does that show me being his co-conspirator? Or does that literally have the special agent on the case saying, remember, you weren't the only victim?
But Jules, we know you're a liar.
How about that?
You get on YouTube and you lie about the dumbest fucking shit that you do. So yeah, we don't believe what you're saying at all. Like nothing about the Glenwood shit do we believe. Nothing. You nasty.
And this is an email from 2017. If I was a co-conspirator and I did this to stay out of trouble, would I be messaging him like this?
Well, we don't see
and
the
would
whole
he be
message.
Calling to me and referring to me as the victim?
What up, E11? Pinky there, yeah. What up,
Isn't
allegedly?
this fun? I wonder how that kind of stuff. This is actually a good time.
We want to see all of it. Put it all out there. Don't pick and choose what you're going to put forth. Put it all out there, you joke.
June 7th, 2017. Almost 10 years ago. If you were involved, they wouldn't be calling you a victim. Yeah, and they wouldn't be following up with me in emails. I have several emails. I have an email where he says one of the people that called the victim doesn't want to testify against him. They are victim shaming you.
Whoa, look who's here. Whoa. Hey, Brooke, how are you?
How horrible do
Hey,
you have
Miss
to be?
Liability.
And this is what I've been telling y'all all along. And it was funny. I stumbled on this. I'm like, oh, look at this. This is the detective. This is the agent himself calling me a victim. So how do y'all feel about yourselves?
What up, Cosmic Crazy? How are you?
I mean, I could go through them and I could go look for more. I saw the screenshot in the Miss Mickey one and I didn't take that. I went to my email and I took this. I should go look at the other ones though, so I can let you know. Because I don't think that the special agent would be going back and forth with somebody that was a co-conspirator and did this to stay out of trouble. Seriously, I'm curious. Hey, does anybody have any ins with Eric Foss? I'm just very curious. I would love to have Eric Foss's opinion on this. You know why? I listen to him a decent amount lately because I'm sick of our community for obvious reasons.
And here you are.
And I was listening to him yesterday and he was doing his take. I guess there's some laptop controversy, something completely, I mean, like there's a backstory and everything. But anyway, Jim Terry had some of it on his show. He didn't get to say it all. So anyway, Eric Foss played some of it on his, and him being in the system and out of the system, and you know, he is rehabbed and all that good stuff. He was giving his take on what this woman said, and it was so funny because I disagreed with him on so many of those points. And it's funny because it just goes to show you how two different people can have totally different views. But the reason I'm bringing him up now is because he does have, he does know the system. He knows how things work. But I guarantee you, somebody that was a co-conspirator wouldn't be considered a victim.
Yeah. Any creator, to be honest with you, Kendra, anyone who's willing to fight her battles, she's going to take. Any.
All of you people that are talking all of this shit, I told you, and I've been telling you, I was considered a victim in the case. So, and I believe that they handled it the way they did because they wanted my testimony before I found out they lied to me. So there's that. But yeah, the case is ongoing. Remember, you weren't the only victim in this case. I'm just curious though, how do you guys get around that? All of the naysayers and everything like that. I can't believe that I've had this whole, I never realized that he called me that in this. And it's funny because Miss Mickey can go through her DMs, which she says that she's archived, and she can find a screenshot of this that I sent her eons ago. So this is definitely not altered in any way. It's just a different screenshot. That's all. I mean, I wonder what Vegas Valley would say about this as well. Isn't he very versed in all of this? Where do you think they're going to go with this one now? I'm just curious what kind of controversy and conspiracy theory we're going to have to go.
I really don't understand how this started off as about her dropping people's nudes, and then you bring this up. Like, this is just. What up, Krim? How you doing? We missed you, Krim. You can click the link too, Krim. It's been a while. Krim cracks me up. Cops can know. Okay. We have company.
Well, hello.
Hello, stranger. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Hey, everybody. I'm just going to give a quick Cliff's Notes version of the sequence of events, in my opinion, because I only got snippets of this story back when I was friends with Jules. But, you know, logical deduction and just regular old, education can lead you in the right direction and put the puzzle pieces together, like she likes to say. But in my opinion, she met him. I think that maybe at one time, not, I don't think, I mean, it was in the court documents, that she worked for him and she was part of their escort service, the whatever, the team or whatever the hell, join our team, escort service. And then she quickly, like she does around here, has to be, the head bitch, the HBIC and shit, and then started dating him and then started kind of working parallel with him. And like I said in that live that I did a while back, I read those documents and it's plain as day that, and not only that, the documents, but what she's told me herself was when she went and rolled over on her man. And she told me she sent out pictures of those pimp rolls, like the original pictures. Okay. And so she was working for him. Things got hot and heavy. I don't know what happened. He gets arrested. But in the meantime, she goes, not in the meantime, after he gets arrested, she knows that all that shit has been going down in her apartment. So she reports to the damn DOJ, says that she used to be one of his women, becomes the CI, turns in all his Facebook shit, gets those other two girls to be witnesses, not her, but the information on whatever she turns over. That's why I never met them, whatever. Like she gave them information, the cops, the DOJ information. So that's why she went and she gave them all of the shit and ratted on him. And she also said he R'd her. So
Yeah.
that's why she was called the victim. So I just wanted to clarify that real quick.
Okay.
Sorry if that was a little long-winded.
Oh, no, thank you. It was very helpful because there's a lot of people that really just don't know all that. So, yeah, that was very helpful. And she's still going to run around and play the victim. So thank you for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I planned on doing a live about this because whenever I heard her, and I mean, I've been around here and there and I've been listening to replays and whatnot, but I was hearing her live go, what you just played. And I was just like, oh, bitch. Like, just because time passes doesn't mean people forget. Just because I'm not on live every day rehashing these documents and talking about your prostitution ring, Jules, doesn't mean that it didn't happen. And you can come back and say, see, I'm not a liar, because that's just going to piss me right off and cause me to have no other choice but to start coming back and hammering that ass. Because you're not, once again, she's calling us liars for stuff she's fucking flat out told me and things that are in court documents. So keep it up, Julie.
Keep it up, big girl. We know what you did. And it's just sad. She's always trying to rewrite history.
So then in the midst of her rolling over on him, just so I could finish the story, she rolls over on him, then starts to feel bad about it. Okay. So then now she's already a state's witness. And that's why whenever she was hostile witness, all that shit for years upon years. And I think that might have even been her way of saying she wasn't the CI. I was saying, I wasn't a CI, I was a hostile witness. Well, you were a hostile witness because you rolled over on him, you became the CI, you were supposed to be in support of the state. And instead you started feeling bad. I think she had went to his, I don't know, called his mom. I don't remember exactly the details, but then feels so bad that she only avoids, because when you're subpoenaed to a court trial, if you're subpoenaed, you got to go. The only way you don't go is if you're dead or if you're in the freaking hospital, right?
Yep.
So in lieu of testifying or whatever she was called to do by the state, she then is in an involuntary hold in a mental hospital on the date there or around said subpoenaed request. So
yeah,
that's how that story ended, and then they started dating again. So I don't know. That's why you were called a victim, Jules. So you can put that that back in your purse because I just can't. And she comes back, and then instead of being better, doing better, she just comes back and continues her bullshit. So
and she's the one, didn't she start the nonprofit organization while he was in jail? Yeah.
She absolutely did. And in those papers that I read, it says that he's testifying under oath that that nonprofit was a way for him to give back to the community. And the way he set it up is he called some of his ex sex workers, and he finds out, and some of them were like, oh, let's get this shit going again, meaning the trafficking. And then finally, though, he needed one in Chicago, one of his ex sex workers. So he called Julie. The papers say that in black and white. So I don't know how somebody thinks they're going to argue with court documents like that. He said it, your boyfriend said it with his own mouth, Jules, and it's transcribed in court documents. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, they started the nonprofit, and then the judge called it, what did the judge call it? I don't know. The judge was insulted and disgusting by the idea of a nonprofit to be a charity to people to get off the streets, off drugs, and out of sex trafficking is led by a pimp and his ex prostitutes. I mean, I think that is kind of insulting to anybody that has to listen to some shit like that. Because what it did sound like, and what it was made to sound like in those documents, is that this was just a cover for the operation to continue, and it happened to be at the address that the operation was operating out of before he was arrested.
And even her own words, she said something like, they gave the girl alcohol so that she'd feel more comfortable when the John got there. And basically the girl chickened out, and Jules yelled and screamed at the girl.
And sent her home. And I sent her home. I sent her home.
So it sounds like she turned pimp herself.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. She went from being on the bottom rung and climbing to the top, working with her men. And yeah, she was the one. It wasn't like he sent her home. Jules went in there and was like, "Why are you crying? You don't need to cry." And then she said, "He got me the wrong wine." And she said, "Well, you just need to grab a hold of yourself." You know how she talked. And then if you can't grab a hold of yourself, then just leave. So, okay.
And then didn't in the paperwork it also said that Glenwood likes to hide in the closet when some of that stuff is going down?
Yeah, just
There
like
you go.
P. Diddy. Just like P. Diddy. Yeah.
Glenwood were hiding. Yeah.
Yes. Well, and I don't know, that is, I never thought about that. I was always had it in my mind that the tricks would leave the apartment, but you're right. Maybe that maybe they were going to that apartment and they were both there when this shit was happening. Ew. Well, I guess when you watch people have sex like that, when you're trying to achieve like kink level, the next step is to get pissed on, so that it's all starting to make sense. Do you know what I mean?
But she said it only happened once and it wasn't her face.
Bullshit.
Yeah, we're not down. We know golden showers start from the top up, just like a regular
Girl, listen, I'm like, okay, no, you don't just go from, hey, I have a kink that I like to piss on women. Will you let me piss on you? And you being like such a loyal servant to this man that you just do it once. Because if he wants to do it once, I'm sure he likes to do it.
Yeah, and that wasn't the first time he's done that to somebody. So, and I wonder if Jules's family knows about all that. And let her keep playing. I'm going to tag her sister on YouTube because I have her sister's channel. Let me see if I can find it and put it in the chat.
And what she did tell me, like I've repeated 1,000 times, she said that he got mad at her, so he posted her on Backpage. Like, oh, what a cool, what a.
I'm going to drop you and bring you back up. Let me see. You there? Let's see.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. There you go.
Anyway, but that's so relatable to have a man get mad at you, and like when you're having a lover's quarrel, he just resorts to being spiteful and posting you on Backpage. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a willing participant on Backpage, and she fucking knows it.
Yeah.
She just doesn't want to admit to it.
Hey, sweets. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the chat.
Oh, you're fine. Hold on.
Yeah, Julie, and can you like you don't just do that, but like it does. And at the time, I'm so like there's one thing I know about myself, and it's that I'm extremely gullible. It's almost frightening how gullible I can be, and I'm sitting here believing all this shit. Like, oh, really? Like at the time, like I didn't even. I was just like, well, that's kind of weird, but whatever. But now knowing everything that I know and watching everything that's unfolded over the last few months and stuff, I'm just like, you lied to me. You made it, you gave me kernels of truth that I just sat there and stupidly believed. And now that when it all
Shit.
comes
Like, oh,
out,
really? Like,
Sorry.
oops,
Go ahead. That was me. Sorry.
when it all comes out, and you piece it together, it makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. And then you feel stupid. Like, dang, how did I miss that? How did I overlook that? Why did I overlook that?
Exactly. Exactly. That was like me when I believed Rakin whenever she told me she was working what was it? Like hacking into people's computers for the FBI. I'm thinking, and I believed it. I'm like, what kind of a dumbass, what kind of a stupid smart person are you, Brooke? And I mean, no questions. It's just, it's bad. So, and I did that with Jules. I believed all of her stupid shit. I believed that she truly was getting paid just to smoke weed with Gil. I don't know why I would believe something like that. That makes zero sense too, but I did.
Yeah. No, she met him off Backpage. I don't care what anyone says on that.
And who's going to go bring somebody weed and pay them $800 to smoke it with them? That's just stupid. That just
Yeah.
sounds.
Yeah.
So she ran across the most charitable pothead in Chicago randomly.
And she's still broke. Like,
R-
you weren't doing something right.
Well, hopefully she's spending more time at a job, because that begging for money shit to so many different people. And now that everybody knows about it, and maybe people don't know specifics or the who's or exactly, but I'll tell you what, the begging and the grifting and the taking of money that she's been doing over the last few years is monumental.
Mhm.
Like it would blow people's minds. It really
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
It really would. And I can't give any details of things I know, but just trust and believe. Talk about a cancelable offense is the day that everybody comes forward with the money that they've given this woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't believe she has a job, but the well has ran dry for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the only money she's making is on those memberships.
And they're only what, $2.99, excuse me, $2.99. And if there are memberships, I'm sure they're gifted. It's not like she provides member content.
Yeah. I know she hadn't done a members in a long time. Yeah.
But
yeah, they're $2.99. Which I'm surprised she hasn't upped that price yet.
right. Totally. But yeah, so I just stop lying, Jules.
Yeah. Are you
Nothing
gonna
pulls
lie
people
today?
up. Probably not. I'm always like, since I have to be up at 2 a.m, the days that I'm off are like not fun. They're like start in the morning, and because I got to be in bed so freaking early. So right now I'm getting my dinner cooked, and I've got other stuff to do, but I'm gonna try to go live this weekend for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
Okay. What you gonna cover?
Her,
There's so much
her.
to work with there.
There's so much. There's just so much. The cup runneth over. Like, keep going live, Jules, because you're doing yourself no favors.
Mm-hmm.
None.
Last night I was up till 3:30 in the morning, which is very unheard of for me. And I was hoping someone was going to go live today so that I could have a reason to cancel, but nobody did. No one came through for me.
No. And if I was gonna go live, it would have to been like 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially the other day. I don't, it was either Monday or Tuesday. I started a live at like, I think 9:30 in the morning. And I'm like, I gotta get this one in early. So when shit starts popping off, we can get that recorded and we can start covering that too. So
Right? Exactly. Exactly. But and then I did kind of catch back up on this this booty gate that is going on with her and her sending those pictures around and whatnot. Um, and Jules, all I gotta say is are notorious for digging and sending and doing all the shit that you're being accused of right now. So the fact that you're, just aghast is beyond me. Like, I don't know why she keeps peddling this shit when everybody knows who you are, Jules, and what you do.
yeah, look at this one. This is Sparkle. And oh, yeah, this one. Oh, let me take. What? Let me take that one down. Y'all get the gist of it, but I did not ask for
Who
that.
is Sparkle the girl that who is Sparkle?
I He used to hang out with Dairy Vet. Um,
I knew a Sparkle that was a female, that the girl that used to say, "No ham, no man, no ma'am, no ham, no turkey." That girl.
but that's a guy. I mean, trans, right?
N- What? I thought she had just had a baby.
Okay, we're not talking about that one then, because this one,
Sparkle Alley.
yeah. If that one had a baby, we ain't talking about the same one.
I don't. I'm not saying I ever saw it. The baby. I don't think. Ugh.
She claims that I asked for that. I didn't ask for that. You sent that, and I didn't even know who it was at the time. Um, that clearly is somebody's booty hole right there. I didn't ask for that shit.
Oh, it's a different Sparkle. Yeah, she always send the non-solicited stuff. She would do that to me all the damn time. All the time. She would go dig on people and be like, just tons of pictures, like of whoever it was she was digging on. She would send me pictures of Glenwood's kid's daughter's Facebook and say she was a prostitute. She did all kinds of shit that she shouldn't be doing behind people's backs.
Yeah.
So
But nothing is ever her fault. It is never her fault.
no, and that's why she'll be alone for the rest of her life, because she's not able to reflect and change and make changes or see or care about anybody else's feelings. Everybody is replaceable to her, and nobody is more important than Jules to Jules. So
Yeah.
that's why she disposes of people like they're nothing, because
Mhm.
they are. That's how she views everybody, even people she cares about.
Mhm. And it's nice to see people are starting to wake up and catch on to her shit.
Exactly.
Hey, Sudie. But yeah, I mean, hopefully soon she's left with nobody.
Well, it looks like that's about where she's at.
Ghost town.
I mean, I'm like, I click in, I hear her play her song, and then she's like, "Hello, everybody, welcome, 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 welcome to the Hive. Hey, Gypsy. Hey, Paula. Hey, Coochie Puta. Hey, ML Dot." And then she's like, "Quick and sweet, short and sweet. That's all. Very intimate crowd."
I didn't even catch on to
Oh
that.
yeah. Go. You'll die laughing. It's been the last several streams, and I'll look on the like. I don't usually look at my phone when I'm listening, so I'll look at my phone, and there'd be like, on the chat, it's like three people, or four people, like literally. And so, and like I'm talking about period, like, and
Mhm.
not just like the box isn't even full. So, it's just, and the thing about it is she needs to realize that you did this to yourself. Greed, greed, and I was telling KK in her chat about a month ago or whatever, that whenever KK got all those, that was the funniest shit. She got all those memberships. I mean, and Jules was on that panel, and I just knew. I was like, "Oh shit, here we go," because Jules can't contain jealousy at all, like not at all, not for long, and. I just knew the more, and they just kept coming and coming and coming. The memberships and pay. I'm sorry, super chats. And Jules at one point literally tells the people to stop sending their money, because it was either like Sophie's birthday or somebody's birthday was the next week. She's like, "Okay, now y'all settle down, y'all cool it, stop. So and so's birthday." I can't remember who she said it was. Is coming up, and we need to, like literally told KK's chat, to stop sending super chats and memberships while she was on panel with her. And KK didn't even realize it in the stream.
Wow.
It yeah. I was like, damn, that is crazy. And that's what I mean. She seeps and oozes and can't help herself.
Yeah. And it's very wash, rinse, repeat. It's just, and the way that she's using Jen now is crazy.
Oh, definitely. And acting like she's not.
Mm.
Jules, I know you miss calling me star 67, being like, and like whispering, hey, I'm like, because it was a private call. And she literally answered, like, I know that you're not above, she's not above going and making amends and, even having a intermediary between her and Jen to be talking, to pass messages, to whatever. Um, because you can't get away from her laughing at Jen, giving Jen unsolicited advice on her streams, keeping repeating the same shit. We are not good. We are not friends. But she is the least of the evils right now. That kind of shit. Okay, that's how she talks when she's definitely making amends with somebody. If y'all remember, it's how she talked about Siwa before she eventually made up with her the time that she did. So all roads lead to same behavior, and unfortunately, she's been around long enough to where most people can detect same behavior. So
Mhm. And I think she's even trying to hint back for Siwa. I was listening to her the other day and she had said something like, Siwa, I'm not going to play that song no more. I took the song down.
I heard that. I
Did you
heard
catch
that.
that?
Yes, I'm like, I'm sure C was fucking somewhere in Tennessee relieved right now. Jeez. Come on.
I'm like, oh. And it's so bad that like everyone is just thinking like, oh my god, this person going back to her? Is that person going back to her?
Yeah, what kind of a misogynist are these people? Like,
Yeah.
is that the right word? No, no, no. I'm thinking, what's the word where you want to hurt yourself? Not hurt yourself physically, where you keep doing things that are bad.
Oh,
I, that's the word I was looking for.
yeah,
Misogynist was not right.
I know
Wrong
what we're
word.
talking about. But it's just crazy. And she's even like, I don't know if you caught, like she's grooming Kendra too. Did you hear that?
Yeah, yeah. Because whenever Jules will sit there and say she can stand alone and do it by herself, but she can't. That's why she's always running to one side of YouTube or the other, because she needs to have people aligned with her. Uh,
Mhm.
and then it organically always turns into, okay, well, we're supporting each other's channels, we're friends. And then she can't have friends, because the second that she's not doing better than everybody, or making the most money, or getting the most views, or getting the most support, then it's fucking daggers out, and she's gonna come for you and stab you in the back. She's done it to every last person she's been friends with. She's
Yep.
done it to my dumbass twice. Okay, twice.
Yeah. She fucked me over
Masochist.
once.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Masochist. What kind of masochists are you?
She
I was a
fucked me
masochist.
she fucked me over once and that was it. That was
Not me. I went back for more abuse.
yeah. And I mean, like, I know there's like levels to abuse, but her abuse is always like at a 10 at all times. She's that like,
Always.
yeah, it's not even
Go big or
subtle.
go home. Go big or
Yeah.
go home.
But and then you have people like, I don't want to say names, but she is like fucked them over in the worst way possible. And they went back to her thinking like something was gonna change. Like,
Because she promises you it will, and she cries. That the Jules, the way her love language is fucking crying. Okay, that's what she gives people, is crying like a big, huge ass baby to people. If you don't, I promise you would not believe some of the shit that I've heard. Like, it's just between not being able to get food, pay her bills, fucking being paralyzed, like all of the fucking shit. It's constant, and it's like rinse and repeat to every different person. Like each person that she's comfortable enough doing this to gets the same messages, the same report, the complaints. So it's like she cashes in when each person decides their own personal way to help her, right? Whether it's monetarily or emotionally, but something or other, she's getting it. simultaneously reap the benefits of these cries and complaints to all of her friends. So she also does that when she's trying to get them back. That's just like
Yeah.
wish. That's her key to success is crying.
Yeah. Just a fucking nutcase. Psycho.
And
And
she does it to women that are lonely or that are compassionate or that are patient. Shit, you got to be patient. That's one thing I am not. So that's why that friendship did not work out also, because I just but she finds people that match the personality traits that will do what she needs them to do. That's how manipulating she is.
yeah, yeah. And people are still over there with her. And like I said, this is y'all's chance to get away from her ass.
Run.
Like, y'all aren't getting it yet. Like, shit.
Bow out gracefully. She'll never notice, I promise. Well,
Mhm.
everybody should have left when the masses did, then it really wouldn't have been. But
Yeah,
now the ones that are there are stuck like Chuck
yeah.
because there's only a handful. Your absence will be noted.
Yes. Then-
Period. Like y'all are screwed.
and nobody is going to want these ones. So when y'all finally decide to leave, the door is closed to y'all.
That's what
Like,
she said. Yeah, that's what she said too to everybody that's at KK's. Y'all are not coming back. Oh, trust me, Jules. I doubt anybody is banging and climbing fences and running and racing back to the hive.
mhm.
I'm sure they're all exhaling and being, perfectly comfortable and content where they are.
Okay, let me ask you this question. I've been asking everybody. I get a lot of mixed reviews on this. Do you think Jules is brilliant or evil?
An evil genius.
See, that's exactly how I'm thinking. Even
An evil genius.
Savage told me she was going to unfamily me if I say that again. But I agree with you.
Because I think brilliant or intelligent is, I think evil genius, it's a mixture of both. It's evil as fuck to manipulate people and prey on vulnerabilities, and but also to be as calculated and meticulous as you are to literally uh uh you know analyze people's behaviors and character traits so that you are able to prey on them. That takes somebody that's pretty intelligent to
Mhm.
do that.
Yep. And you fucked these people over in the worst way possible, but you was able to get in their head and convince them that they were the problem and she wasn't. I know, Savage. I know you're gonna beat me up. And she was able to convince them that they were the problem and not her. And then they went back in there and got fucked over again.
Well,
And
that's narcissistic abuse too. She's also a narcissist,
yep, yep,
hugely a narcissist. That's why she can't ever take accountability for anything.
yep.
And that's why she's also every single time something goes wrong. That's why you could never like pretend you're Jules George and I'm like, we're besties, and you're making me feel a certain type of way, and I come to you and I'm like, Jules, listen, you really hurt my feelings the other day, the way you acted, the way you were hinting to me that you needed money and I didn't take the bait. And then you just like blocked me from IG for like 2 days and wouldn't talk to me. That really hurt me. And that actually, those things did happen. And this is how she responds by yelling at me, screaming at me, fuck you. Like you could never just go to try to mend a situation so that you didn't build resentment with her and it work out normally. It was every single time she could bite your head off and probably block your ass again from IG and not talk to you for a week. And that's just how it went down back then. And so that also tells me that she's a fucking narcissist who
Mhm.
does that kind of shit. Oh, normal people are like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I would never hurt you on purpose. Like that was not my intent. And
Mhm.
that's how you normal navigate those problems when you're friends with somebody, not her way, which is and that's what she does. So in my opinion, the people that went back to her probably are, like I said, narcissistic abuse and people that just believe she'll change, and it's just gross.
Yeah, yeah. And Give it a year or two, and they're gonna be right back with him. I just have that feeling. Some of them will.
Well, if it happened to me twice and I was her dad, then imagine what could happen to anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-mm.
And if it happened to Virgie, who is so sweet to her and patient and talked her down and let her vent and spent so much time with her and everything that Virgie's done for her, oh my gosh, my dog.
Mhm.
Um, she can dispose of her like she's trash in public like that blows my mind. Still to this day.
Mhm. And she does it because she thinks that they're dumb enough to come back. Like, and all I have to do is say, "Oh, I'm sorry," and that person will come running right back to her. So she overplayed it this time.
Yep. Big time. And I'll tell you what else she overplayed. Any other time, and I've said this before, any other time she's ever done this thing where I'm denouncing so and so and I'm denouncing this one. Her little bees have flown right behind her and done exactly whatever it was that she, you know, said to do and never questioned it. And this time with KK, that didn't happen. They all were like, "Well, then fuck you, bitch," and
Mhm.
left. And that was another unexpected thing that happened with her being a big, huge crybaby tantrum thrower. It
Yeah.
didn't work this time. Every other time it has. It
Mhm.
didn't work with SoFlo. It didn't work with some people, but it sure has worked for the majority of the time with the majority of her supporters.
Mhm.
But Miss Mickey taking off, all of that shit, that was bound to happen, especially with all the controlling shit that was happening behind the scenes.
Mhm. And then, like, now the truth is starting to come out about, like, the things Jules has done to other creators and the
Like who?
secrets. Like, I didn't really do anything to her, you know what I mean? Other than just covered her. And now that kind of stuff is coming out. Now people are gonna see, okay, Brooke wasn't bad. Like, we was just following Jules, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what, again, that's what she's always done is try to vilify others to make herself not look like the villain.
Mhm. And in my opinion, you can agree or disagree. Her and Maria are the reasons why a lot of the drama in the last year or two have been kept going because of those two.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And it's also the fact that she's going to sit up there and I don't, and what's so funny is by denying all this shit about Glenwood, she thought she was preserving the people that supported her only to go and burn it the fuck down like that. If I have said for months, if I were Jules, I'd just step in it and own it. Be a big girl like Amber and Julie and step in it and own your shit. People respect
Mhm.
people that just tell the truth. The fact that she's lost everybody and still lying is blowing my mind. But yeah, the drama is what George, she doesn't have steady income. She depended on this whole community to fund her for years. So yeah, she is dependent on the drama
Mhm. Yep. Yeah.
because her stupid body cams and all that other shit wasn't cutting the mustard.
Mm-mm. Mhm. Yeah. And yeah. Yeah. And now she's trying to ride out that Heather Gillespie stuff. But I really think like what she's trying to do is she's trying to create a diversion of I'm fucking you guys over behind the scenes. I'm doing this, and this. But when I come on camera, I'm pretending like I'm going after Nunzio or Heather Gillespie or Tony Soflo just to throw you off. But I see what you're doing, Jules. You're still in it. You're
Oh
still,
yeah.
yeah.
Because while she's doing all that, she's throwing in little jabs to everybody else simultaneously. Oh, and that's the same way she was able to be like, whenever I was started going at her a couple months back, and she's like, "I wasn't even talking about Brooke." I'm like, "Bitch, you find a way to, and even recently, to bring my name into every single one of your streams." And when she started talking about my family and shit, I said, "Oh, hell to the no." So don't say just because her streams are about one person or Heather or body cams or whatever, you still talk shit on everybody. So and everybody still hears it,
Yep. Yep.
which is the intention. So I don't know why she's always so shocked. It's the intention for everybody to hear her little low blows and threats.
Yep. And that 30-day break she was on, she was just plotting of how she was going to take people down and who she was going to take people down. That's all that was.
Oh, and waiting for the dust to settle. You have to wait for the dust to settle. So, because she was hiding and like peeking around the corner, making sure everything was, the conditions were good enough for her to come back out somehow salvage the crumbs that she's got left.
Mhm. And then she's using Jen's old dumbass, and Jen is doing it like a moron.
I heard Jen say something yesterday that I wanted to respond to her about, and I forgot what it was.
Was it
Oh,
about you?
yeah. She said, Brooke, you were friends with Jules when you heard about the Glenwood stuff. Jen, Jules never, you're right, because she told me all that stuff herself. It was told me the truth about it. But years later, when she wants to call me a fucking liar, is when I have a problem with it. It was never a morality judgment back then, ever.
Yeah. And she's a moron. Like, I just cannot believe Jen. And when all this is said and done and they use her up, Jen will be stuck with no one.
Well, again, it's kind of like what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Because this, I don't know. I haven't been paying that much attention to Jen, but when I did click in and I heard that, Brooke, you were like you are missing the point there, Jen. So maybe not talk about me or give me as example, because that was the same example I gave for Jules whenever about the inappropriate with the teen shit that you were friends with her after that. That
Mhm.
you missed the point on that, Jen, completely.
Yeah. Did you hear Deadly's live the other day?
I don't even know where his channel is. Did he get a new channel?
He's always getting a new one.
I
I'm gonna
know.
drop that link in the chat for that live. That was one of the best lives ever. I've watched that live like 575 times.
It was last night?
It was 2 days ago, 3 days ago.
Yeah.
He ate Jen's ass up.
Was she on panel?
No, I think she was doing her own live. Like, she was talking mad shit about him, and then he went live, and him and William ate her up. It was so funny.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, please drop the link for that, because I don't even know where to find his channel.
Oh, that shit was funny.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get out of here. I've been sitting here looking at this rack of ribs that I've got to season, and then I do it with my hands. So, but
Okay.
thanks for having me up. It was good
anytime.
talking to you and good seeing y'all.
You too. I put that link in the chat, so snatch
Cool.
that. Okay.
I'm gonna be hopefully live this weekend, so I'll see y'all there.
All righty. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. And if Paula's in the chat, Paula, can you please cover that live today? Please. Oh, that shit was so funny. Okay, let me get back to Jules. Let me find out where I was at. I'm going to run downstairs really quick while this is playing.
Blacked out my email and I blacked out the agent's email, but you can see that the extension is Department of Justice, State of Wisconsin. It just really cracks me up how people love to spin shit and make up their own narrative. Just as I believe people are going with their own narrative of this whole stuff with Cindy. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to be called a liar. Nope. I don't have unredacted pictures. And I really would love to know who I trusted so much that is no longer here, that I wanted to safe keep the redacted pictures. I have plenty of storage. I'm not exactly sure where safekeeping. I mean, honestly, everything that I download onto my phone automatically gets uploaded to my Google Drive. Hey, Deborah, yes, I am. Deborah, you missed this. So I'm going in screenshots because I'm not going to have people label me that. especially when we have George going on this conspiracy now that I sent nudes. Oh, wait, did I show you all that? So anyway, now George is saying that I sent out Sparkle's nudes to him. Fun fact, you guys forget that I used to have an IG where we would all talk and then people would ask me to send them stuff during the IG. So there's that. But do you know what he's talking about? He's talking about this. This is a screenshot from Sparkle's or Dear Vet's live stream. Somebody sent me this. We were talking about it on my stream, and I believe George asked for it. I don't know. I didn't go back into the verbiage to see exactly how it happened. But this is not a nude. He goes around telling people I have William's nudes on my phone when what I have is a clip of William on somebody's live stream taking a piss. But he would lead people to believe that I make a collection of this shit, when there is actual people that do make collections of that shit, and it's not me. But yeah, so this is the whole Sparkle thing. And what happened there is Sparkle was bending over and had a slip. It's barely even able to see. But does anybody constitute that as a nude? Can somebody tell me if that's a nude? Now, of course, I censored it. But does anybody, I'm telling you, you could barely see anything. But if you let him spin the narrative that he has, which that is what George, everything that George does is a stretch. It is a fucking stretch.
Yeah, so you can
But anyway,
see,
Deborah, this is what I'm going through all my.
like the picture that I showed and the picture that she shown are two different pictures. So that's not even the picture you sent me. Hey, Michelle, I'd have been able to be like, okay, that's Sparkle. When you sent it to me, I didn't know who it was. And when you sent it, you can see, Jules, I didn't say anything to you. I didn't even know you sent it until about a year ago when I was just looking for something else. So there's that. And show the proof, Jules, of where I asked you for it.
Now, because I am bound and determined to find
Bye,
whatever
Tina.
this person is that I asked them to safe keep shit and stuff for me, which is an absolute lie. And I found this.
Yeah,
And
you are lying. And you have Williams nudes saved. Love you too, Tina, and you have a wonderful day. You have Williams. You sent that to how many people? I believe I have the clip somewhere where you sent his nudes to Jim Terry. You was passing around Mims. I don't know, other people. I don't want to bring names into all of this, but yeah, it's your history. It's what you do.
Between myself and the special agent on the Glenwood case, where he clearly refers to me as a victim.
She loves being a victim. She loves that shit. That's why she kept it, because somebody told her she was a victim. That's why you kept that fucking shit. Fucking
About
idiot.
a fucking thing. You guys can try to interpret my tone of voice, what I say, blah, 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 blah. You can do all that shit. I know what transpired in my life. I know what I was considered in this, and I was considered a victim. I was not a co-conspirator. I really wonder how much this is going to change for anybody. And fun fact.
Hey, Christoph.
There was a stream that I did many moons ago on this, and I outed everything. It was around the time that I did the You Go, I Go. And I had a discussion. Happiness was up here with me. And I said that I felt that I was victimized more from the Department of Justice of Wisconsin than anything.
Oh,
and I told everything. Story. I read the emails. I did it all. Anybody that was around back then remembers it.
You told a story.
And it's funny because
you told a story that made yourself look good. That's all that was.
Well, that were doing this exposure, they were around back then. They were my friends. And then now all of a sudden you're trying to look and read transcript from courts and try to make something out of nothing. They considered me a victim because they said that he was grooming me.
You were putting money on his books.
One of the reasons the whole grooming thing kind of rubs me a different way. Yeah, they lied to me. They lied to me about a lot of stuff. And I do feel victimized. And you know what? It's a fun fact. Law enforcement can't lie to you. And it wasn't myself that sought them out. It was a nonprofit counselor that I was seeking counseling help from because I didn't have a doctor up there. And in order to get in with a therapist and everything up in Wisconsin, I was going to have to switch my whole doctor. And I was grandfathered in with my doctor. I've had my doctor forever. Because I would have to give up my physical doctor. And I'm like, I'm going to drive the 2 hours back home. Well, I wasn't still getting the cycle care. Sparkle is gross. He used to be in the BTS. I have no clue what that is. But that is what George is trying to say. They absolutely can lie. And they did. And they did. And it almost, in October 9th, 2016, I decided that if I wasn't here anymore, I couldn't do anything. Yeah, that's what's so funny. Everybody keeps forgetting those facts.
My passport expired. I should have had it renewed. I went this morning to get it renewed. So in a couple weeks, I'm going to Chicoutimi. I cannot wait.
And then when I came to, and after I was intubated and sent to a behavioral hospital, there they were, right there to make sure that I knew that I still had to testify. Not medicated. So remember how Jen was crazy pants when she wasn't taking her meds, right? You guys, I wasn't that much different, except for I wasn't putting it all online. But I can tell you right now, I was not good. But I don't sit here and use that. I was out of my head. It was out of my head. But yeah, things weren't good. Things were definitely
And the crazy fact is, Jules, you did just bust yourself out, you moron. You still have that picture of Sparkle. So clearly you showed it. You did censor it, but you still have that picture of Sparkle.
And everything went awry. All About the Trees used to drag him on Station Head. I just know that I'm not going to have George go and throw these accusations out there to plant seeds. And that is why I'm not going to sit on this one about Selfie. I've never seen the unredacted pictures. I deserve to know who this person is accusing me and see this proof. And then if I feel, I will take accountability and I will eat crow. But until then, I'll be damned if you're going to perpetuate this lie on me. And until then, I'm going to keep doing this. And I'm going to start playing the videos from November and on of 2023 when this all transpired. Because guess what? This story is not getting rewritten. Nope. Because now what happens is they know that she says, well, I don't care. I'm not going to out this person. I'm not going to do this and that. It's enough for me. So now you're going to have people crawling out of the woodwork from everywhere. You say, oh yeah, I helped. I helped too. She did all kinds of things. Because I guarantee you, if I made up a lie like this about any of y'all, you would be stomping all around. Just like how you twisted that JJ thing into something that it wasn't. Barely even paid attention to it. Because you know why? I had my own court shit going on and I could give a fuck. And I didn't understand why AC, paging Mr. Yates, was sending it to me. Allegedly, and in my opinion.
Give it up.
Who is PTA?
Give it up. We all know.
That's kind of a cute name. I think they're all making you the next cash cow with lies. It's ridiculous and it's not okay. It's not going to happen. You're not going to throw out accusations without me being able to prove. And you know what? I could actually have a legal angle at this if I wanted to.
Girl.
It's smoke and mirrors. They can't show proof. It's called an add-on. People just do it when they're already going at another person. Well, you know, the thing that disappoints me though is I think more of Cindy. That's my thing. And I've never thought of her as a bad person in that situation. I would love for somebody to show it. I've been supportive every fucking time.
Victim.
And I still don't understand why I would send somebody something for safekeeping.
Cooch, when she's saying AC, she means Amber Sherrington.
I have all of this different access. I mean, in my Google Drive, I pay $9.99. I think I have a couple terabytes. Everything I save on my phone goes straight directly to my Google Drive. Why would I need to send anything to anybody for safekeeping? Because you know what I'm not doing? I'm not lying on any of y'all. Show me where I've lied.
That's the problem. That's why
Where am I
everybody
lying on any of you?
that's why everybody hates her now, because she's lying on people. And you don't like when somebody's telling the truth on you.
But because it's popular right now, you guys are all willing to jump on whatever. And that's some bullshit. And I'm not going to be, because Cindy's saying that she doesn't want it, she wants to drop. Guess what? I want to be cleared because it didn't happen. It's very hurtful. Hey, Lisa Ann, you defended her in Vixie and wasn't not taking up for Jen, but look at all they have added on to Jen. I know, it's ridiculous. And they do it because of Jen in her past. Guess what, motherfuckers? I'm not Jen. I'm not Jen.
Jen, you are a fool.
It's really irritating. Like I said, I expect this from randos, but not Cindy. And that's what's really thrown me. And that's what's really upsetting to me. I have no reason to do this. Where in the world would I send somebody for safekeeping? Please give me this context.
But you can't be
And that's why
mad at
this isn't-
Cindy, because Jen is the one who said it. And you're working with Jen. Like I said the other day, I just kind of feel like this was just very calculated, and you probably put Jen up to it. Just my opinion.
It's not fair to throw these accusations out without proof.
Sweet potato. Didn't I say that before? She saves things. So the real tea is you was in that Mob 2 group chat, and it was being passed around there from Kevin, and you saved it. Stupid.
Because I know damn well if this happened to Maria, Maria would be going nuts. Actually, if it happened to anybody else, they would be going nuts, saying, show the proof. But for some reason, we don't need to show that. Oh, and also, I saw that Brandy throwing herself in the middle. Do you think that Jen's son wants you to wish him a happy birthday on YouTube, the place that he can't fucking stand?
And he can't stand it.
Do you think that? Do you
because of people like you. You forgot. Because of people like you was willing to pay him $100 for his story.
That Jen's son gives a fuck that you wrote about him on your YouTube channel and wished him a happy birthday. In fact, I bet you he feels differently. Remember in your live, you didn't want any pictures. I don't remember that all. So that's why I'm going to pull up that live, and we're going to watch that live again. And we're going to watch everything after until we figure this out. Because apparently this person came forward before and said that this was the truth. And I believe that anybody that said it before, we had debunked and proved that they were liars. So we're going to watch every single video that I did pertaining to this and all the other ones until we can put it together. Because nobody is going to lie on me like this. What happens when somebody lies on Poodle Kicker?
Oh my God.
She wants to go to Jen's house to beat her up.
Why does
So why can I not have that same energy? I'm not going to beat anybody up, but I mean, why can't I pursue this and not be okay with people lying on me? I'm not making bodily threats. I'm not doing anything. I want the truth. And I'll be damned if this is going to be hung on me. We all know the one instance. And I regret that with everything. I'm sure Jen's son just wants to be left alone by all. Yeah. This is the last place I think Jen's son wants a happy birthday.
What moron
And
said
honestly,
that?
Brandy, I don't think he probably thinks that highly of you. Because you are perpetuating this. And you are the one that keeps bringing him up. I don't think he'd like it. You guys can try to put it on Jen all you want. But you guys perpetuated it.
Coffee says, I'm sure Jen's son wants to be left alone by all. Coffee, you wasn't saying that a month or two ago when Jules was having you guys contact him, dragging him. Coffee, you are one of the biggest simps on here, and you really ought to be ashamed of yourself because you're just as nasty and hateful as the rest of them over there.
Now, fun fact, you don't owe her family anything. That's true. But see, Brandy pretends that she's good with the family. They go scorched earth if they're lied on.
And Miss Lisa,
And if I was-
Miss Lisa, you too. You're just as nasty and evil and hateful over there. You were, oh my God, I've got to go through Jules's old streams that I have saved. And we're going to look at the comments from Miss Lisa, Coffee, Adore. And now they're all using Jen. Just sick bitches.
made an accusation. So that means that we can make accusations on y'all. And then when you guys want proof, we can say, no, I just trust the person that gave it to me. Does that make any sense? Hey, Clark. Where in the world does that make sense? Because all of this has just been used for content over on the criminal channel. Jen was talking out of her ass once again, and she shouldn't have done that because Jen did kind of perpetuate all this yesterday. By putting Cindy into this and talking about that again, Jen, you perpetuated this. But fun fact, it would have happened eventually because that person was probably just waiting for it to come up again. And now, because everybody hates me, it's a good time. And it's a good time to ask to be anonymous after the Kiara Bella thing. And I'm telling you everything. I had no intentions on doxing her whatsoever and I really didn't. A first name isn't. So there's that. And she is on a platform and she talked a lot of shit and she was continuing to talk a lot of shit. And you can't pretend that you're two different people. And make that, hey, Rachel, make that a mental note. Don't pretend you're two different people to me. But I really want to know where these unredacted pictures are and where this proof is, because I've never seen unredacted pictures. The person that started this has no soul. They're messy as fuck. How you doing, Rachel? The biking nail lady. Everybody, I hope you don't get mad at me for this. I'm going to pull a Jen a little bit here. Y'all, Rachel.
Let me peek in and see what Jen's talking about.
Retail Rush. You can find name brand products.
Let's see, Michelle Bell. Yeah. They ran with that one, didn't they?
Pick a side. He said, I'm not doing anything. I said, that duster cunt talks shit on me to Noel. I'm just tired of it. I deserve friends that have my back. I've had yours. F you, I mean it. When will you respect me? I will not talk to you until good night. I said, I'm replaying your live. I said, have you had anything to eat or drink? Meaning water. You promised me that you would take your blood pressure. Yeah. And they don't like me because I literally tried to be a friend. And he said that I was more like a mom. I said, you promised me that you would take your blood pressure.
Okay, she ain't talking about nothing. But you see, she learned to shut her mouth about me. And what happened to me being your meat and potatoes? You got me so excited. Now I'm just going to have to make Jules. Back to you, Julie girl.
Bit here. Y'all, Rachel is the one that actually did pull up on Jen and gave her the wellness check. Remember when we talked about various? But as I said, and I'm glad this is happening now. So next time when Jen gets pissed at us and tries to use this, you can be like, wait a minute, I saw that on Jules and that person didn't mean anything bad. But I don't know. This is just very, very maddening. And it's really hard for me to move on from this. Because I'm not okay with people perpetuating this.
I really think I really think Jules is feeding Jen stuff to say just to get a reaction and get people triggered and all that. So then she can use it as content because she doesn't have nothing. And I really believe Jules put Jen up to saying that.
But I sent these nudes all over town. What? I mean, and like I said, you see what George is calling nudes. This is what George is calling nudes. A screenshot from a YouTube live. How many people have taken screenshots on a YouTube or an IG live of something that was inappropriate? Fun fact, I don't believe I even took this one. She got a hug and that was all. Yep, nothing more. And I love this though. I love this. I'm going to put this up there forever. You weren't the only victim. And I kept telling people that over and over again. Yeah. I was the victim. I was considered the victim in that case. So all of the people going nuts and doing all those things, yeah, you're victim shaming. And I've said that. I've said it time and time again. I wouldn't be able to move on if I was accused wrongly. He's the one obsessed with the nudes. Right? And the one that he says of William, it's a clip from when William was on Lefty's YouTube channel and was inappropriate. There's a million people that have that. I believe it shut down Stand Up Guys Live. And honestly, there wasn't much to see. It really wasn't like that. But yeah, and the thing that upsets me though is I really don't want to continue talking about this because I don't hate Cindy. I don't want to make this uncomfortable, but I sure as fuck am not going to have this hanging on me. And fun fact, if for some reason there is some proof and there was another version of me, I will make the announcement, I will take the accountability, and I will move the fuck on. But I'm telling you, I have gone past 250 weeks in my Instagram.
Hey, Carol.
JJ and Lainey Lynn are the only instance. It's natural to want to defend yourself. Yeah, Heidi has a fit when she thinks somebody misspoke something she said. This is something completely different because this is the kind of shit that George put in the restraining order. Hey, Siriana, I don't take this lightly. I don't think anybody would take this lightly. I'm adamant. I deserve to see the proof before people going around calling me a bitch, saying they're going to come to my house. Y'all, I literally have the screenshots of Miss Manda saying to come to my house. No, y'all don't get to sit there and call me a bitch and call me this and call me that, bottom of the barrel, and I don't get to respond. It doesn't work that way. It absolutely doesn't work that way. So because you guys want to be the quote unquote bullies and have the last say in this and try to perpetuate a lie. Because see, if I just sit back and be like, okay, whatever. As you see by the screenshot, I was considered the victim. But fun fact, YouTube doesn't deserve all of those details because it was a very, very hard and painful time. It was not like what y'all think. And YouTube they don't deserve that. But it was kind of funny though, because I ran across that and it was something nice and simple where it comes straight from the agent saying I was the victim. She'd be upset with whoever put the spotlight back on this. It's her phone. Yeah, and I can't let it go. Because you know why? I let this go and some idiot like George is going to end up putting it on a restraining order. We're not going to play that. Hey, Amy Lou. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, I'm serious about this. I'm not playing. I'm not taking this sitting down. I wish I knew where that fucking restraining order is so I could read his wording.
That's a lot you wrote there. Give me a minute. This bitch needs to keep my name out her mouth. You are not worth my time. I have a very busy life and YouTube is not important to me. Now I'm going back to the damn bushes. My God. Well, you have a good time in those bushes. Be careful. People like to pee in them bushes. I know it's a good day for Jules. Yeah, I know. Okay, so that live that you did where she admitted to being peed on, I believe that free Clint account was in there in the chat that day. So yeah, it probably is. It's either her or somebody close to her, like Clark.
But this is the exact shit that he put in that order. And if I just say, oh, well, you guys are just going to talk shit, whatever, and I let that go, guess what? Some motherfucker is going to try to use the same thing. And I'm not playing with that. You guys already aided and abetted a liar. You guys supported George while he was lying and never showed you proof of anything. Isn't that funny? You guys got upset because George never showed you proof of anything, but now you expect me to believe you without showing me proof.
What proof do you want to see? Because I posted proof on my community tab. I made shorts of proof, or I made shorts showing proof. You guys are choosing not to look at it. So I don't know what you want me to do for you, Jules. If you'd like, I can drop the link for you if you want to come up and we can have a friendly discussion. I can show you proof. We can go through some of this stuff together. What would you like to do, honey? I don't know what else you want me to do for you. I have no problem doing it. But please pay attention.
How does that work, hypocrites? You're not going to accuse me of something and not show proof.
But remember, they also lied and said, no one sent you a plumber to your house. You're lying. Show the proof, blah, blah, blah. And when I did, you guys looked over it. You forgot.
I want proof, and I deserve proof, or I deserve apologies. One or the other.
Stupid bitch. You do the.
Has Jen weighed in on if Lainey Lynn deleted all her messages? Now apparently Cindy said it wasn't Lainey Lynn. Oops. Couldn't have been Lainey Lynn's sock or anything, but whatever. But she did delete all of her messages, and that's messy. That is messy. But I guarantee you she asked to see him because she couldn't see him on the stream or something. She did that kind of stuff all the time. And it was
Hey,
just
Cindykins,
the
how
same
are you?
shit that I showed on a YouTube stream that y'all asked me to do. And now Tracy says that I didn't even really want them back then. And I hope that I said that in there. That's why I said we're going back. If you're going to accuse me of this
Well,
and
how would Tracy have known you said you didn't want any of those?
act like you don't have to get proof.
Yeah.
Guess what? It's not your name, is it?
Fuck her.
It's not your name being accused of something you didn't do. Kevin never sent me anything other than the pictures of that one person. I screen recorded his whole conversation. Nothing else. He never even told me who the other people were. Lisa Marie.
But see, Charlie D, you gotta watch that. You gotta watch Jen. Jen is fake. Jen is fake. And listen, I don't really care for Lainey Lynn. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do believe Lainey Lynn is a troublemaker and she does talk shit. However, Jules is mad at Lainey Lynn. Jules and Lainey Lynn used to be like that. Jen and Lainey Lynn used to be like that as well. So that could just be like one of their common. They got together and put that story together because they're mad at Lainey Lynn. They do shit like that. So Jules, the same proof that you are asking of, you need to put that out there too. Show proof where Lainey Lynn did this, Lainey Lynn did that. Until then, I'm chopping it up as you and Jen are just conspiring against Lainey Lynn because you're mad at her.
Are the little engine that could. You guys, she is on her mission to try to take down SoFlo. She is trying to irritate the fuck out of him, and it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I looked at your page today and I saw you posted the like what you ordered and what you get or something like that. Yeah, so Lisa Marie is fighting the good fight against SoFlo. He's a pig. Wait, what do you mean? Respectfully who? What are you talking about? Respectfully who what?
And then like
And it's so funny when people say
the fact that Jules is throwing out Lainey Lynn's name, it is kind of very telling, Jules, that the story is true about you, about this situation, because you knew exactly who to go to for this.
I got this lady. You know what's funny though is you are irritating him. He says that Lisa Marie is stalking him. It's like, hey lady, you're stalking me. Can you imagine that? SoFlo, who posts people's family on a regular, I believe Cindy in saying it's not Lainey Lynn, maybe think out the box, someone maybe. No, but the thing is, there is nobody else. I have gone through every message. But hey, Chooch, but see, the problem is how are we believing that I put this much trust in somebody like that? How does it make sense? What were these screenshots that were supposedly shown on another stream? Because fun fact, I don't watch it. Yeah, Lisa Marie, she is going against Tony SoFlo, and it's funny as fuck. Because remember when she came in the other day and she's like, you guys, we should be going after SoFlo. Well, guess what? She absolutely has been going after SoFlo. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Waiting for a response for this. But yeah, I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with it, especially after the bullshit I had to go through with George. And George literally put verbiage like that in the RO. So we're not doing this. We are not doing this without, because that would be considered something really bad. We're not doing this without proof. You're not putting that on me.
Well, I just showed you the proof that you did send that shit to me about Sparkles for absolutely no reason. So it wouldn't be a lie. It wouldn't be unbelievable that you do this stuff over and over again.
I mean, it's so funny how everybody has very easily put the predator jacket on Jen when Jen is inappropriate as fuck, but I don't believe the other. Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to continue looking for proof after proof after proof. You might not be putting out proof, but I will. Because I am avidly, I look through everything. Yeah, and there's the supposed porn that George says that I gave him. When you can see that's clearly from a YouTube channel.
If you take the censored picture off, right, you're going to see someone's booty hole and their balls and their schlong. Is that not nudes? Is it not? I didn't use the word porn. I said nudes. And that's exactly what it is. You saved it. You sent it to me.
I was supposed to say corn, whatever, as if they don't monetize these either. I really don't understand how this is okay and how people can just sit there and say, oh, well, I don't need to see the proof. The person that said it, that was enough for me. And fun fact, there's nothing of this nature in Miss Mickey's DMs. That's where I went and I found, because obviously she's been all loose with shit lately. So a little bit of woo, but whatever, you do you, boo. Do it responsibly. Yeah, as if. Anyway, there is nothing like that in there. But I did find this where it clearly states that I am the victim, considered the victim in the case, which is exactly what I've been telling all of y'all all along. So, hey, Chooch, you know how they keep saying that I'm the confidential informant, blah, 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 and I was his co-conspirator, and I told on my ex to get out of trouble? This is a message between myself and the special agent on the case. And said, I kind of feel like you guys aren't even going to pursue this after all I went through, telling strangers private details, all for nothing. He said, the case is ongoing. Remember, you weren't the only victim in this case. I'm working with 2 others, and just last week was able to get permission from her attorney to talk to her. So yes, we are pursuing it. However, there were a lot of bumps in the road that will be preventing us from going after him the way we originally wanted. I apologize, this isn't going as fast as I hope. How many times? But fun fact, how many people, co-conspirators that are doing it just to get out of trouble, are going to email back and forth with the detective, the special agent, and with the special agent call them a victim? No, they told me I was a victim. He was grooming me. Hey, Sadie, all of this stuff. And oh my gosh, Adore, thank you.
Yes,
thank you so much, Adore. You're amazing. And hello, Sadie. But yeah, so there it is. There it is, right there. And guess what? So maybe, I guess this was a good thing, because now I'm going to be scouring through everything. I'm going to find all sorts of stuff from in the Wayback Machine, because I'm not going to be lied on about this. And as I said, if it wasn't for George and his fucking defamatory shit and lies, and Heidi going right along with his lies too.
What did I lie about?
But it does kill me though, because those people say that they follow George and they follow George and they follow George, and they kept asking him, George, where's his proof? Where's his proof? And George was never able to give him proof. But now they're doing the exact same thing to me.
And Jules, you are lying. Like, that statement that you
proof.
just said
and
is a lie.
No. So how does it feel?
Listen,
how does it feel? Adore, thank you. Thank you so much, Adore. You're amazing. And hello, Sadie. But yeah.
What up,
so,
Pink Butterfly?
There it is. There it is, right there. And guess what? So maybe, I guess this was a good thing, because now I'm going to be scouring through everything. I'm going to find all sorts of stuff from in the Wayback Machine, because I'm not going to be lied on about this. And as I said, if it wasn't for George and his fucking defamatory shit and lies, and Heidi going right along with his lies too. But it does kill me though, because those people say that they followed George and they followed George and they followed George, and they kept asking him, George, where's his proof? Where's his proof? And George was never able to give him proof. But now they're doing the exact same thing to me. I'm asking
Jules,
for proof.
You
And no-
just lie and you fucking lie and you lie. And the thing about you is, Jules, nobody really has to tell a lie on you because the truth about you is far worse than a fucking lie. You're a fucking joke.
No. So how does it feel? How does it feel to, and you guys weren't even being accused of something. You guys were just going along with him for quite a while. A lot of people enabled George as the liar. George, the one that lied about being married, the one that lied about being married to a dentist, the one that has lied his ass off about everything. Hi, Christine, how are you? They believe what they choose to believe, and it's ridiculous. And you know what? If you want to do little things like, oh, she said this, she said that, fine. Call me a bitch, whatever, but you're not going to hang this on me. Not something that some moron like George can try to put in a restraining order that's false. Nope, not laying over on this one. I am going to defend myself and I am going to do whatever I have to.
Remember when I said the cop told her what she was doing is criminal and she came and lied and was like, he did not say that to me. He did not say that. And then KK plays the camera footage from your doorbell and it said exactly what I said, Jules. You are the liar.
All right, I'll see you later, Chooch. But I'm really happy I was able to find that little email though. What was that saying? Everyone was using, if there's no proof, it didn't happen, right? The saying. But now apparently we're going to put this out and we're going to talk shit about me because it's the popular thing to do at the moment. And I love the fact, how does that email fit your narrative? I believe that was a better piece of evidence than any of those.
She was pissed at every lie she did uncover that I did tell her. She was mad about that. Pissed.
That were read. So what you're doing is victim blaming. Hey, Susie, welcome. Did you just get here? Or are you saying hello to everybody else? I forget. But because I'm peeved. I'm very peeved because y'all are not letting this go. Not letting this lie go. I want proof. And I want to, and if there's something in there of chance, but there's not, because I can't find a fucking thing.
Yeah,
and that's why it's like, you guys not realize you're making me feel like I'm fucking crazy? I'm like, was there a different me somewhere that did something that I don't know? How would y'all feel if somebody were adamant saying that you did something that you know you did not do? Heidi is George's handler. She runs his live streams. I know, I heard that. Heidi's quite a bit. For some reason, people think that Heidi is the moral compass when Heidi's the one that actually has made threats on people. Like what I'm being accused of right now, that's something that Heidi would say she's going to beat somebody up over. I never lied on her and she wanted to come beat me up. But Jules is just supposed to sit there and handle it, right? Because right now, I'm one of the popular people to hate. No, you'll hate me even more because I'm going to start covering this every day. So whoever came to you with this and is asking for to be anonymous, they're causing quite the stir because I'm not letting it go. It would be much easier to show the proof and we could be done with it. I don't understand. I really don't understand how this, because I read that thing. She said, it's fine. Hold on, let me read it. I really don't understand what world where I'm supposed to just accept this. Be like, okay. Yeah, nope. Dang it. Trying to think where it is. So Cindy made this very big post. And she said, this will be the last I say on this. Isn't it fun? This is the last you're going to say on it, but you're the one lying on me. How does that work? This is the last I'm going to say about this whole Pitgate was mortifying and my mistake. I took responsibility from the start. It happened years ago and it was a one-time thing. It was brought up again by Jen the day before yesterday, which led to someone DMing me the clip and then shared they had received my pics back then. I will not put that person out there. And that is where you're causing the problem right here. Because I deserve to know who is making these lies about me because they're absolute fucking lies. But I will openly state it was not Lainey Lynn nor JJ. JJ only sent the redacted screenshots to Jules to be shown on her live, and that is the only thing that I have. And it is the burden of proof of the accuser to prove it. That's how things work. They ran with something they thought they had a feeling.
I'm telling
they're
you.
failing at proving. Anyway, okay. I'm sorry.
The judge told her straight up, this is not YouTube. This is my courtroom. Jules, this is YouTube. It's not court.
Lynn, that you've been thrown into this. I have not. Well, fun fact. You know why? Because you have me going and looking through every single one of my DMs to try to figure this out. And that's what I'm saying. It's probably not gonna be better. So, because nobody's gonna lie on me. Because from what I hear, you still have yet to see the proof. You only had somebody come to you and talk to you about it. I have not called Jules out her name. Oh no, but Bliss did, and all of them. I could read it if you like. I could read it if you like. And they're calling me out of my name because of this. I was also told today by someone else that Jules sent my redacted photos to them for safekeeping. This situation involved me. I have tried to get past it and intend on doing just that. Guess what? This situation involves me now. This situation involves me now just as much. So I deserve it just as much. Again, Lainey Lynn absolutely did nothing, didn't do anything or mention anything to me. JJ would never betray me or anyone else. So that goes without saying. Jules, I gave KK the screenshot of the conversation, which she showed on her live this morning. I don't watch her. Proving I was DM'd. I don't give a fuck if you were DM'd. I want to see the proof. Because I feel the person that is doing this is lying because there isn't any. Lainey Lynn is the only person. And JJ, only where I found any of those in my phone. Or not my phone, but in the messages. Again, Lainey Lynn did absolutely nothing wrong. I gave the screenshots to KK this morning proving I was DM'd. I cannot out anyone. I would never do that. Sorry, it's not the answer people want to hear. This is the end for me. Well, it's not for me. Ugh. Can you believe this? Can you believe that? Okay, I believe what I believe, and I don't care about proof. And nana boo boo. And hold on, let me read the DMs of being called out of my name. Shall we? Well, we have Jendi saying no golden showers though. Bliss Chris saying nothing but love for you, girl. Again, fuck you, Jules, for sending that pic around. What kind of woman would do that and then let sin take up for you while knowing you did it? You and Jen are perfect together. Not sitting into that. And then we've got, Miss Manda, Jules better keep Cindy's name out of her mouth. I will come to Chicago. Good morning, beautiful KK. And then JJ, I believe, went into Jen's live or somewhere else saying, thanks, Jen, for outing this, and said, Jules, you're the bottom of the barrel. So yeah, we're not going to have that. That needs to all get rectified with proof. Ask for proof from the person who DM'd.
Yeah, I don't understand how, like, one day, you trash Jen every single fucking day, and then when Jen comes up with something like this, you go in there and you praise her. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, I don't understand why JJ did that.
So, and I want to know, why would I entrust anybody like that and not tell JFed, not tell anybody else, not tell Amy Lou?
But who said you didn't?
Because you're not going to fuck up my name. Y'all asked me to do a live exposing Kevin and telling the truth. And so now because of that, I'm getting penalized? Because that's the only thing I did. I want to see proof of this. Jules asked me for safekeeping. I've never asked anybody. I can't say that because I don't know for sure. But I mean, because I have to go through my things. But there's no way. No way. Change words and DMs to others deny doing it and caught in a lie. I just don't understand where it is okay to accuse somebody of something and then say, oh, we're done. We're done. No, I deserve to know who the accuser is because this isn't okay. Nope. Nope. Not even a little. So she may think this is over, but this is not over. I am going to continue digging and looking through stuff. And who knows, maybe I'll find some more stuff that'll exonerate me from other things along the way and show when you guys are all liars. Because you know what? Evil never prevails. And what goes on in the dark always comes to light.
Be careful.
Always.
Be careful what you say.
Right? And so I'm not worried. I had Cindy's back that whole time. And for people to sit there and say, how dare you, Jules? You acted like you had her back. And then I have Bliss Chris accusing me of teaming up. Hey, Darlene. I have Bliss Chris accusing me of teaming up with Kendra. I made a post on her page Because I knew that Lainey Lynn was really knee deep. Lainey Lynn she is messy. She's messy. And you know what? That wouldn't have even happened if y'all wouldn't be mysterious. You know what I mean?
What?
You can't accuse somebody of something and not expect me to go figure it out.
Be mysterious.
And Lainey Lynn and Jamie are the only traces of that from, I think I was almost to 300 weeks.
I mean,
which I know it's not even going to be there. And in those, because I'm looking and these
and
conversations or stuff that took
I
place.
said it earlier, Lainey Lynn is messy. But the thing is, Jules, you liked her when she was being messy for you. But now that it seems to be she's messy for somebody else, you're upset with it. So you got to pick and choose. You can't say it's okay when someone can and cannot be messy.
All of that. But I'm still looking because I don't want to miss anything. No way teaming up with her. And I did post on her fucking page because you know why? I'm an adult and I can post on other people's page. I can make a statement because then Kendra's like, oh, that was really shitty that she sent them to her. Bitch, they were the exact same thing I showed on my live stream. So that's the other thing. The redacted ones were on my live stream. Anybody could have screenshot them from that. But now she's saying somebody came forward saying that I asked to safe keep the redacted. Sounds like a cloned account, and whoever is responsible for it doesn't want to prove to be shown. No, and I don't give a fuck what y'all think. I'm not letting this go. You cannot accuse somebody of something and have your friends call me out of my name. I'll be more specific. And I'm really upset because I've never had an issue with Cindy like that before. But I will be damned if I'm going to be labeled this. Nope, it's not happening. So, and it's going to suck because I know she doesn't want to talk about it anymore, but I do. You don't get to make that decision anymore. Not after you have somebody put the finger on me. So whoever lied to you, this is going to be their fault. We're going to be going through all of this because of that. So it's going to take me a minute to go back and find it because I don't want to find it today. I'm in a pissy mood. I definitely am. I'm in a really bad mood over this. And I guarantee you, y'all would be too. And then, hold on a minute. Also, we have some conspiracy theorists in the house. Let's try to move on a little bit right now. But yeah, this is a little preface. I'm not stopping. This will be discussed every day until the truth comes out and the proof comes out. And like I said, it would be very easy. Show me this proof and I will eat crow if I have to. But I deserve that. You're not able to go throw this shit. Just like George saying, oh, she sent me the nudes of Sparkle. You just saw what that was. It's a screenshot from a fucking live.
But you didn't show your DMs. You didn't show where you sent it to me. You didn't show where I didn't say anything. So, again, you're wrong. You sent me his nudes without me asking for him. And if you remove the censor, it's a booty hole.
So because Jen was an asshole, like she always is, and brings up shit, we're going to turn that on me too. Do you see how this works? And I am extremely disappointed. Well, no, it's just really funny how everybody's talking about Glenwood's transcripts. Oh, Jules is his co-conspirator. Because I guarantee you, this won't be a big deal to people, right? Right? All those people that had all those conspiracy theories. Maybe I'll go back and I'll look through all of those emails and we'll go through all of the detectives' emails together. And you guys can see that. No, it was back when he was doing some stream. I don't know if it was on Dear Vets, and he bent over and he had a little mishap. And I don't believe I'm even the one that took the screenshot.
Listen to her. I don't believe I'm the one who
I know.
sent the screen.
And I was pissed that it happened too. And I was sticking up for her. And I've always stuck up for her in that situation. And that's why this is really, really disgusting. About as disgusting as Sophie when she made that assumption, hey, Sherry, about the cutting. What are you guys going to do when you find out that everything I've said all along is all true and you guys look like assholes? Victim shaming. They convinced me that I was being groomed and I was going to be the next one upsold. And of course, I was already afraid of that before. That's how that went. It didn't happen. And that one live, I even told the story of like, I don't want to get into it. If there was proof, it would already been shown, just saying, no, they're saying they don't need to. They don't need to. So we're going to burn everything down and we're going to have this talked about every day because I deserve to know. And I'm going to keep going until I find out. I'm not okay with this. And Kevin is still a jerk and to blame for this mess. Absolutely. He was the predator in this, and I've always said that. And I brought him up. What did we talk about him the other day? I don't remember. Mesh Panty Boy came up with something we were listening to. I don't remember what it was. And he's the one that sent me the stuff on that other person unsolicited while I was angry.
Just shut up, girl. Learn to shut the fuck up. If he sent you hers, then he probably sent you Cindy's. I don't know how else to say it.
I'm not a cheater. Only way I was involved in that was to try to explain the situation because everything was getting out of control. Remember when Heidi and Danny did that stream? Remember that hateful stream they did? You guys remember? I wonder where Angela Jade is, because Angela Jade was on the other side at that point in time. Now, it was that, well, you're going to know because I'm going to be playing the stream over again and we're going to have to rehash it out because I'm telling you, there are people on here that will scorch the whole internet over a very simple little misspeaking. This is much more than that. You guys, I'm trying to shake this to try to get into a regular stream, but I can't. I can't. This is really got me pissed. Not letting this go. So that person that started this, and especially the one that said that I gave it to him for safekeeping. Who the fuck would I give something like that to for safekeeping? What was the context in that? Like, I just don't understand why people are just willing to believe everything. Just, oh, I believe that person. Yeah, because people on the internet are never messy. No, because it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. And we're going to go, you know how y'all are going back to 2023 with Jen? Guess what? We're going back to 2023 too. Because you know why? Isn't it because people go back to 2023 on Jen because Jen's lying on them and they want the proof, they want the truth? Hey, Angela Jade, you remember that though? That was outed by Kevin. Kevin came to you and Terry Lynn with all that shit back then. I'm not sitting on this, and I'm not going to sit with this label. That's what I mean by I'm not sitting on this. I'm not going to have anybody label me like this. We're going to go through all of it. We're going to play everything. See, it was Terry Lynn. It was Kevin gave everything to Terry Lynn and them. So you're letting people amp you up. Could it be that the people that are telling you this are people that hate me? We were on a 3-way call that ended up being recorded by Terry Lynn at the time, and I didn't know about that. Yeah, and he is the one that did that. Kevin never told me. He never told me who the other girls were. He never told me it was Vixie. He never told me Cindy. So how would I have gotten these pictures from him? And I also want to see these screenshots. Like I said, you can see where the conversation is. You can see if those screenshots came from Cindy or if they came from Kevin. He told us that he...
Yeah, JJ, you're going to have to do that on like KK's panel or Sophie's. I'm just not with all that. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you come in here just for like your own motives. You only come in here for like certain topics. Like you don't come in here just to chat, nothing like that. So just respectfully do that on KK's side or Cindy or Sophie's. Yeah.
Full of different women from the community. He didn't give us anything. That's just what he was saying on the phone. Yeah, but him and Terry Lynn talked on the side though, didn't they? I don't know. I'd have to find out from Terry Lynn. But the bottom of the line here is the messy one was fucking Kevin. Kevin was disgusting and he was preying on women on the internet. And you know, I think I even told you guys before, they did, and I didn't know it.
And then just another thing is like Ann comes here and I love Ann. That's my homegirl. And I know if Ann goes into y'all's places, you guys are taking super chats to kick her out and to do all that. So I don't want all that mess. Yeah.
So I don't know what she may or may not have. Well, Terry Lynn and I are fine right now. I don't know, but she's a very busy woman. I'm very curious to hear her input on that. Someone wanting to get even for something or where they were before. I am really irritated though, because I'm not okay with this. I am not going to be okay with this lie. Just like we are fixing this lie right here. We are fixing this lie right there. So for everybody, oh, she's a co-conspirator. She did it to save herself. I was never in trouble. Not even for a second. Hey, Quick Vic. Hey, Quick Vic. Would a CI be communicating with the special agent, and would the special agent be considering a traditional CI? Would they be considering them the victim in the case? The case is ongoing. Remember, you weren't the only victim, not co-conspirator, somebody that was trying to get out of trouble. And like I said, somebody that was trying to get in trouble, would they get put on his visiting list? Would they be able to go visit him in prison? I thought it was really weird that he was talking to us about it. It made me uncomfortable. He was trying to save himself. Imagine making someone collateral damage just because you hate someone else.
And that's not even true, Coot. She left because, in my opinion, Sophie told her to. So I'm just with all that kind of craziness. If he left with Sophie, stay with Sophie, because it's not exactly as if like you don't speak, you don't come in here any other time. So just stay with Sophie. You good at it.
Online. Anyway, guys, I gotta end this because it's not gonna get better. I thought I could shake this and we could talk about something else. But yeah. So yeah, there's the proof. And take that one back to Vegas Valley. I'm not a liar. I'm not a fucking liar. All of the stuff that you guys have tried to piece together and mush and whatever to fit your narratives, yeah, it's not gonna happen. And we're going to continue this. I am going to go look up these streams, and I guess we're not gonna have fun. I guess we're going to have to do this because I'm not gonna have this. I'm not wearing this. You are not going to label me this. We're going to fix this. And we're going to fix this by taking it back to 2023, November. I'll see you there. Bye.
And your salvation, I'm your revival.
Yes, they are free thinkers. And then also, while I'm at it, talking about that dumbass Sophie. I can't stand her.
I'm your revival.
I can't stand her fucking ass. This is what she had to say about me not that long ago.
Customize and save. Liberty Mutual. Still got it.
Yeah, her name is
crack.
her name is fucked up, and she did it to herself,
And it's
and
emails, and it's Instagram.
it's still not. I don't know. It's everybody else's fault. It's not her fault. She doesn't want to humble herself and rebrand and rebuild because she could have. You know what I mean? And I've said it before. And remember, I don't know if y'all remember, I've always said Jules is better off when she's by herself. Jules is very entertaining. It's when she gets in that group, when she becomes Billy Badass and she's out to kill everybody. You know what I mean? And they're smart. They outsmart her every single time, and she's left to pick up the pieces. But whatever. Let's see what it is. Do 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 do.
Nah, bro, nah, she's cool. She's cool. But the only thing she's cool though. Nah, bro, she got those punching bags. Jesus Christ.
They're not punching bags for breast.
On that, but I do have Deadly's live uploaded, and we're gonna watch it.
I don't mean she's like.
It is Inquiring Minds.
I meant it the way
Exactly.
Brooke explained it.
Yep, exactly that too. But yeah, she wants to ride hard for George and lick his taint and shit, but she doesn't like men that kiss other men.
I just really didn't understand why Sophie even said that about me.
Listen. Okay. Let me share my screen again. I keep hitting the wrong buttons, y'all.
And I'm going to show y'all why I don't like Sophie, and I wasn't even going to do it.
Probably going to speed this up some.
Nice to be
There it is.
Or degenerates. Nice to be
There it is. Yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
We got this. We
Yeah.
got this.
Those are the guys that would keep. Emma, in the beef.
Talk amongst yourselves. See if I can find that live.
Identify which app is a trap.
We don't know them. Do you know what I mean? Let me see. You seen? I don't see any other comment from Mandy. Hold on, I'm scrolling. No, Dr. Pepper. Nancy was not happy when George called a bunch of Circle K's looking for her. No, she was not happy about that. Of course, Lady Land, the only person that will click her link is that one.
I don't consider her than you. You are really tall.
Floating up there. Floating up there.
No, you are tiny. The person that is tall.
I don't understand. And this is when Sophie just kept going at me for Jules and Maria. That's exactly what that was about. Trying to find out.
Your legal name.
Mm-mm. Here's one.
Does look like a jail cell. Yeah, but I'm the same person I've always been, y'all.
Lies, lies.
People have
lies.
claimed that I'm this and I'm that and I'm the other, but at the end of the day, nobody has shown proof of the things that they say that I am and the things that I do and whatever. And those that have been here since the beginning, y'all know who I am. You know, nothing's changed over here.
90 years. Can we get back to letting Baldy spill her secrets?
That's right. I think talking about. Is this what you're talking about, Missy Tessa? This was a picture of what you see.
Remember what I said yesterday? Why is it every time when they circle back to Jules, they like to throw up the dolls?
Made of me and Johnny Mac. I'm guessing this was 2023, 2024 sometime. I don't remember when. But yes, this is a picture that George made of me and Johnny Mac. You see his name at the top. This was his old IG. Oh yeah, Missy Tessa. Yeah. Could see it's from his IG. If you click on the picture, it will bring up the whole picture, and you can see see everything. But it says, J Mac, love you, Sophie. Sophie, I love you too, Johnny. And I don't know what the rest of it said.
And that picture Jules sent her, and she became fake outraged. And the real reason why Sophie got mad and
But my
fell
point
out with me
is,
was
or
because
was, with
I was in Vegas Valley super chatting them. That's why she was mad at me.
this is, even though, oh yeah. Even though he was going along with the rumors of me and Johnny Mac, I was still kind to him when nobody else was. And yeah, Sure. Oh no. Stop. Hold on. Okay, sorry. It is gross, JJ. It is. It is. Hey, Cindy. I have been listening the whole time, but I'm at work and I really can't chat. Hello, my beautiful friend. Have a good day at work. I love you.
And this shows what a liar
But-
she is, because that picture had nothing to do with the
Yeah.
rumors about her and Johnny Mac. I never repeated that, never said it. It just wasn't my business to tell. I could have cared less, to be 110% honest with you. So once again, Sophie, you are lying. You've never had a conversation with me about that. That picture was just, I thought you brought Johnny Mac into this community, and you didn't. Terry Time did, which whatever. But it had nothing to do with that. But yet you got on your channel
Take a trip
and you
to
lied
Shreveport.
about it. So that's that. And once again, you flipped on me and you started talking shit. And I asked you several times, hey, can you stop? And you kept going. And then when I started responding to you, then all of a sudden you're asking, oh, can you tell him to stop? And just like you said, when you went into Ann's chat the other day and you was like, oh, we never flipped on him. He flipped on us. Show me where I flipped on you, because I didn't. Let me see what this one is.
First, we're making insurance simple and honest. So, no hiding behind fine print. Honesty. That's what you get when you have farmers. Everyone does it.
Wednesday nights aren't for the weak.
Or talking with her, she's a dangerous individual. I mean, psychologically very dangerous.
And the thing, Jill's daughter recently said, yeah.
They don't cover me, whether I open my mouth or not. I always looked at Ann as a friend, a true friend, and George.
Listening to those messages, George,
I agree. Jill said that George was creepy and
Yeah, and Kay says, I'm sorry, but if George is talking, he is lying, period. He said on a live recently that he called me out and told me he was going to take a trip to Shreveport.
And Kay and I cleared that up.
Chat barely.
I did not expect it.
There was something she said.
Possibly Eldon, but this was before.
And now, Ramsey is cool with Jules again.
No, she's not. Why? Because
Look at this, George. Look at what you've done, Jules, to this whole fucking internet. Look at this. Same people, Bambi, Jen. You don't see anything about Maria or anybody else? Look. Jen, Terry time.
I don't know.
God.
I'm gonna have to find it
Andrew?
later. But anyhow, I'm gonna get off here. You guys have a great day. If anything pops off, we will and we shall be back. But you guys have a good day. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I'm going to lay down, take a nap. Anything happens, anything pops off, do let me know. But see you guys later. I know those dolls were so funny, weren't they, Mod 148? And there was nothing mean and malicious about them. The only time that they got mean and malicious is when somebody fell out with me and got mad at me for absolutely no reason. And that's what JJ, or I'm sorry, not JJ, but that's what Sophie has done. And that is what, what's her name? Jen is doing now. But there was nothing mean and malicious about any of them. I still have them. I might start posting some of them on my community tabs just for laughs and shits and giggles. But yeah, but you guys have a good day. I will see you guys later, and